Hello. I'm Jeff Grubb, and I haven't heard from Mike yet today. It's Tuesday, right? This is the day we're supposed to do this. Let me look at the calendar. Tuesday, 9:30 a.m. Mountain Time. We're supposed to do this, right? I mean, who could really say? So I guess I'm gonna look for Mike. That's my big plan here. Hello. In the meantime, oh God, it's so loud. Move this up here. All right. Yeah. Well, Excite Bike 64 is not showing up in the thing. How's everybody doing today? Everyone good? You know what? We'll play games in a minute. He's lost in server queues. Yeah. He's not online. He's probably asleep. Let's text message this man. Let's use the SMS services. Is this the one he texted me on? Mike Minotti. You up? Hey baby, you up? In the meantime, how's everybody doing? Yeah, he's banned from Discord and from Slack and from waking up. Is what it is. I had to get my kid to school, so that's why I'm awake. Hey Christian, what's up? Do you know where Mike is? Can you hear me? Christian, hello? Can you hear me? I can hear you. Can you hear me? Okay. Do you know where Mike is? Have you seen him? Oh yeah, take your time. All right, I gotta go help a kid anyhow. I'll be right back. Oh, let's bring up the chat so they can hear Christian now. I will be right back. Let's see.
There we go. Now I think I can hear you well.
Okay. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Where's Mike Minotti? What'd you do with Mike Minotti?
Yeah. Oh, my internet.
I'll be right back. Actually, hang on. I gotta help a kid.
Okay. Hi, Chad. Sorry, I'm eating. I'm destroying these empanadas. Going to town.
You what? Just two.
Oh, there we go. Why is my... There we go. Okay, okay. I don't know why my internet is so booty. I keep What is the deal? You want me to do a stand-up? I'm tired, dog. These podcasts are too late. Fat Aquaman. That's a pretty good, yeah. They should make a show with shirtless Spider-Man and Fat Aquaman. I'll watch that. Wasn't he doing like dumbbells and shit now? Isn't Grubb getting swole?
All right.
There we go.
I have not
calling
received
you
a reply from
from
Michael
Mike
Minotti.
Minotti. Oh shit! They got him.
I think they got
Fuck.
him.
Oh
I
no!
think Nintendo got him.
Oh no! You were talking about illegal shit the other day on Twitter.
Yeah.
See, I told you they were coming for you.
I mean, to be fair, it is really early for him. It's 11:36 a.m. So.
What a motherfucker! Damn.
He hasn't been in Slack yet either. Let me see here. Let's see.
We're talking about you being a fat Aquaman, but I told them that you were doing dumbbells and shit, like lifting now.
Yeah, I am. Been got my kettlebells.
Are you
and
gonna
stuff.
become regular Aquaman? That's no fun.
I mean, I plan
now.
to continue to have a gut. Like, I'm not gonna do anything about like eating well. Let's be real here.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah, don't lose your like your like quirk, you know.
Yeah. Listen, there's nothing to be done about that. That's just the way it's gonna be, and I'm fine with that.
Ruin your brand.
Yeah, I'm a big boy, and I'm gonna be a big boy. I'm gonna be fat Aquaman, but
yeah.
Mostly just like the dumbbells and the kettlebells are mostly just about like getting some strength to help with some like chronic pain and stuff. It's been a big help actually. So.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I was telling them to you should do a show with the shirtless Spider-Man, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that guy, that disgusting criminal.
Yeah.
Let's see. I mean, he might just be dead. We have to accept the fact that that's a possibility here. Let me see. Let me bring up chat.
Thick Aquaman. Yeah, that's different.
Yeah.
That's other Aquaman. We don't talk about that Aquaman.
That's I mean, that's what I aspire to. Yeah.
Damn.
I guess I could.
What time is it for me? It's 1:38 p.m.
What's that?
Now somebody asked on the chat, what time is it for me?
Okay.
It's 1:38 p.m.
Man.
I'm like,
you're in that weird time zone, huh?
It's not weird.
It's just like there is no
like New York, almost.
Yeah, it's like 2 hours ahead of New York, right? Yeah.
Yeah, on whatever, because you do the dumb fucking daily saving time.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right, that makes sense. Okay, so you're just 1 hour ahead normally. All right.
Yeah.
Wait, but it's daylight saving time is over.
Is it over?
Yeah, it's over. So, you must be 2 zones ahead.
Oh yeah, you're right. It is over.
You're basically out there in the middle of the ocean.
Oh my! I don't know why Discord is working like shit for me.
Do you need to change it? Do you want to change the region for it?
I change the region. It usually helps a lot. Overview.
Probably just reset stuff too. Package.
US East. This is close. There we go.
Okay, I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna call him.
Just call him. Hey buddy, are you okay?
I just was really worried about you.
Yeah, it's some wellness check.
I guess I should look in Slack again. Maybe he said he was gonna not be here. No?
He's like, I'm in nervous. Leave me alone. Oh shit, the tension.
Nope.
No cell phone start ringing on the background. It's like, wait, what?
No! So, you okay? No, yeah, no worries. Just take your time. We'll be all right. We'll be here when you get here. No, it's okay. I honestly I thought I was going crazy because like no one's talking in Slack. I'm like, did the rapture happen? Like, what's going on? All right.
Oh man.
All right. You take your time. Don't rush or anything. We'll be all right. We got chat here. We'll be good. Just get here when you can. All right. See you soon.
Did North Korea didn't? They finally nuke.
Yeah. Did they finally nuke Ohio? Yeah.
Ohio.
right,
You know, Ohio is a very important place in America.
yeah.
It's a vital
I was
point.
like, no one's talking in Slack. Not like I'm talking in Slack. So people are probably looking at like, man, where's Jeff? So I'm gonna write a message say, about to do Nintendogs.
I'm gonna restart my computer. It's gonna
And
be
then
one
I
second.
will work on embargoes and pre-writes for the video game awards. How'd she do what with the water? Oh, how'd she run? Well, I think she turned it to ice so she could run across it because she's got magic powers. A lot of Frozen happening these days, people. A lot of Frozen. Ohio's the home of Arby's. It's the U.S.'s national treasure. That's right. They probably just Googled U.S. national treasure, and they got the address for Arby's, and just leveled it to the ground. All right, so you know what? Let's bring up the camera. Hello, friends. I'm Jeff Grubb. Have you ever overslept your alarm? Well, Mike Minotti has, and he's got these words for you. Well, he's not here because he slept. So, we'll Jeff, Frozen expert Grubb, laying down the facts. Yes, she's also in a very much a question asking period right now, so I have to pay a lot of attention to get all the details, like about why her parents are dead.
I'm back again.
Hey, he's back, everybody.
What did it? There we go. Now it's. I don't know. I need to restart my computer from time to time. Otherwise, the internet sucks. Or like Discord doesn't work. Oh, I'm bringing chat back. There we go.
Got that chat back. Yeah, dude, what? Yeah, it's okay. It can be scary sometimes. Are you okay? Okay. Yeah?
Chat, are you hyped for the Game Awards? I'm pretty hyped.
You want Anna to turn into ice?
Yeah, that
Oh, you
bitch.
just like that part.
I want
Okay.
it out.
Oh, you like it because they love. Okay.
Yeah. Everybody, yeah, every dad deals with Frozen from time to time. Every time Frozen happen, like since Frozen happened, it's yeah. Every father knows about it.
Nick Offerman will play Bill in The Last of Us on HBO.
Oh hell, fucking yeah! I mean, yes. I don't know.
I think he would have made a better Garfield, but whatever.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, he does look a lot like Bill.
Yeah, Bill. Yeah,
Getting
Bill.
your Final Fantasy 14 pizza eating emote from Grubhub. Let's go. Congratulations, Turbo Sean.
Yeah. Yeah. Bill is it's like the shut off.
Yeah.
From the first one.
Yeah, because I've played The Last of Us totally.
You didn't even play The Last of Us? You an animal?
No.
You didn't even remember.
Absolutely.
Maybe.
I'm an animal who likes to party.
Oh my god.
Let's see.
I love The Last of Us.
Yes, I think it might just be a Frozen time of year websum. Apparently, his daughter's like nonstop playing it. Mine just started watching it again this week. After I thought she was like not that into it. It turns out she's into it.
I mean, Frozen is a good movie.
Yeah, it's actually pretty solid. It's a good movie.
Can't argue.
Yeah, I like it fine. Chrono Cross Remastered. Let's go. Yeah, I think that we're probably
I
gonna
don't
get
know
Chrono
how to
Cross
feel about
Remastered.
Chrono Cross Remaster when Chrono Trigger is right there.
Yeah, but I mean, like, do you trust Square Enix to remaster Chrono Trigger? I mean, I guess it'd be nice for them to just put
No.
it out on a bunch of stuff, but still.
Put the DS version out on somewhere else.
Yeah.
I'll be happy with that.
Yeah, just like honestly, just like remaster that version for the Switch, and by remaster means just
like just upgrade the resolution. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, we got a Mikey.
What? Really?
We got a Mikey.
We're lucky.
Yeah, we got a Mikey.
You know what? Let's test this while we're here.
All
right.
Hello, Mikey. Good morning.
Yeah, apparently. Jesus Christ. All right. Well.
We can't hear that.
You heard that? Okay.
Yeah. You sound early.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we have to do the show now.
That's how you play in Halo last night.
Was it last week the one that I woke up right at 9:30 and had to run downstairs, or was that the week before that? I think
that was a couple weeks ago.
It was a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Jeff, when you do it, it's a bad thing. When I do it, it's a funny mistake.
It's a
character
charming thing.
finding
Oh,
a
he's just
moment,
being Mike. Yep.
When Mike talk, I need to eat this empanada.
I can't talk. I need to. Jeff, tell everybody about Halo.
It's a really good game. It's really good. It's Mike, they shut off your access, right? Like you can't play it anymore. Did you get a code? Like, did you have to play it? Did you play it through
I was still Tamaha or whatever.
Toma? Yeah, okay.
Toma. I don't know. I thought it wasn't until Wednesday. I don't know, because I didn't actually quite beat it. So that'd be a little bit of a bump. I know, like, my progress doesn't carry over. I thought maybe I had tonight to do it, though, but I don't know.
I think they might have shut it off, so yeah.
Well, poop butts.
Yep.
You can do that trick with the warhog and the grappling hook and like
and the hammer.
The entire game.
Fly across the Halo, yeah.
I mean, you can fly across the map. You can't skip missions, I don't think.
Oh man, what if you could?
Yeah, it's like you can't go right to the end or anything like that because you have to do the golden path stuff. But
I mean,
you know,
well, okay, that makes
at a certain point, like at a certain point, you're gonna unlock, you get to the end, keep playing, and then you'll just have the whole map open, kind of do stuff however you want, and then that'll be kind of cool.
Oh man, it's so sad that it doesn't have co-op.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I don't know. It'll be like exciting when that does drop eventually.
And I wonder, I wonder if they're gonna make it like a different campaign for co-op.
No,
it's usually the same campaign.
No, I think it'll be the same campaign, but it'll be so different when it's co-op because you'll just be able to approach things so differently. It should be like a fun playground once you have a bunch of people in there. But yeah, it's just fun to play Halo. Turns out. I did load up Master Chief Collection and started playing Halo Combat Evolves campaign.
I kind of want to play Halo 5 because now I want to see what's up.
Yeah, that's the one that I didn't play.
That one I got like an hour into. I was just like, I am bored. This is boring.
What, you don't want to see how Cortana became the baddie?
I did not. It was not pulling me through.
Every AI in the universe.
And this one was pretty good. It was like, I'm like, I do care about what happened with Cortana. I mean, it's not it's not like the story's not perfect. It's not it does falter, but not in such a way that it's like bad. It's just like not all the moments hit.
I mean, they are still somewhat stuck on this Cortana obsessive path that they were in a while ago.
They're definitely trying to put that to bed here, though. So
right. I kind of wish that they were just like,
makes sense.
Yeah, Cortana. I wish they never went away from Cortana's just your AI buddy.
Yeah, no. I mean, they're definitely trying to just get beyond that finally.
Important.
Is there was there what happened? I'm looking at Nintendo's, man. There's not much that happened. I have two things so far.
You got the pre-order lawsuit.
I got the pre-order thing. I got Paper Mario. You look. I'm going to put all the answers from all the Discord stuff.
Okay.
You let me know if I'm looking at things.
I will look. Let's see here. Google.com. Nintendo.
I always like I'm like I don't know that much about Halo, and then it turns out I know a fuck ton of Halo for like just by osmosis or whatever.
Switch hacker Gary Bowser just agreed to pay $10 million on
Another
top of his
Bowser?
$4.5 million fine. Yes, his name also
Yeah.
Bowser.
See, I saw that, but that was like from 7 days ago.
Well, it's like, no, there's. I mean, this is all happening because there's like a bunch of news stories right now. Like this is like a new point in the story. Let me see here.
A new development.
A new development. Thank you. Yes, this is from like 30 minutes ago on Kotaku. The newly agreed to $10 million settlement filed yesterday, which still needs to be signed by the judge in the case, would also require Bowser to turn any online registries or domains names associated with Team Executor over to Nintendo. Yeah.
Oh, the SD is pretty good.
So Gary Bowser's online name had nothing to do with Bowser. Just Gary
What?
OPA is what he went by. Gary OPA.
What?
Right? It feels like a missed opportunity.
Why don't you add it to the rundown?
What? You have Bowser as what? What they should call like Big Dick Bowser or some shit like that. I would have accept that. Even.
Big Dick Bowser.
But no, like what? Yeah. Oh, I've been playing Icarus.
Oh, really? How is it?
Yeah, it's pretty good actually.
Yeah, it's a good game.
Yeah, it's like, oh man, it's like, oh fuck, I spent like 5 hours in this fucking session now. I'm just like, fuck.
Reddit.
It's really good. That game is an asshole.
Why is somebody? All right, someone's knocking on my door. Someone's here.
Okay. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Well, that would have woke you up. I guess we could have just waited for that.
That game is a fucking asshole. It's like it's such an because it's like this is a stick. This is like how do you say? This game is like it's like Rust. It's one of those games, you know.
Yes,
it's like
survival
you pick
game.
up
Yeah.
a stone and a stick and you make a hammer out of it.
Yes.
And like you need like fire to like otherwise you'll die of freezing. That type of game. But the game is an asshole because like I crafted a like how do you say it? A torch.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just walking, just walking and doing shit, you know. And it looks like I went like past like a tall brush or something, and the brush caught on fire, and it caught me on fire.
Yes, that's like the game's got
And
a
then
lot
I
of
was
the
like,
systems.
oh fuck, I'm on fire. Like,
Yes.
what do I do? And
You have to find like water or like
water.
Yeah.
Yeah. And on my way to the water, there was a fucking wolf right in front of the water. And then the wolf jump on me and like kill me. It's like, oh, this game
Yes, the wolves will just like straight up like hunt you.
Yes.
It's intense. It's a good game.
And then
Nintendo eShop just added a most played section, Mike. I don't know if you care about that.
Ooh.
There hasn't been a. I mean, look, throw it in there.
All right, I'll do it. Hang on. Where's the? It's up here. Most played.
Oh, I was streaming it, but there was there's a mission because it's like session based and you have to do missions during the session, and it's like I don't know, but there's a mission where you have to put down like a radar, and when you activate the radar, every animal around gets mad at you, and I'm like, okay, this is the first mission. What could they throw at me? And well, I put the first one, and it's like a wolf. Okay, I can deal with a wolf. And I put down the second one, and it's 2 fucking bears. They just showed up out of nowhere. They just like dropped from the sky or some shit. And like, what the fuck is this game? Like, I spent like 2 hours trying to recover all my shit from the bears. It's like it's such an asshole game.
Yeah, it's totally the kind of thing that I could see myself really getting into.
Yeah.
I mean, I just like those emergent storytelling opportunities where just anything can happen.
It seems like very tailored to like co-op.
Yes.
It's like you have to have like everything is like you and your partner, like the tech tree. You have a tech tree. It's like, oh, you pick up more stuff, but you can only do one of the 3. You can either do combat or like because they give you like really like 2 points or 1 point per level, and it's hard to level up. So it seems like you have to have a guy that's like for combat, and one guy is for like gathering, and the other one is for like construction.
Yeah, you kind of have to specialize. Man, there, really not a lot available. not
Yeah,
a lot
what?
of news here. There's
I mean, it's the holiday. That's gonna
yeah, I
happen.
guess so. Maybe they're just saving all the news for the Game Awards, Mike.
That's
It's all gonna
what's
happen
Hell
there.
yeah.
You're gonna have
It's
to
like-
give. You're going to have to give up some of those leaks you were saving for Thursday here, I guess.
Yeah, there's actually not too. I mean, honestly, a lot of they've started embargoing a bunch of stuff, so like we can't even talk about some of those
Oh.
things. I'm like frustrated. I'm like, hey, no, don't do that.
No, I was going to leak it. Damn
Yeah.
it.
they find you. They found you like your weakness. They're like, what if
Yeah.
we gave
I
him
mean-
all the news on purpose, so we embargo this motherfucker?
No,
He
it's
can't
the
touch
right
it.
I
move.
mean, that actually is like the smart thing to do.
Yeah. I'm like looking at like what could we talk about. I guess maybe that. No, that wouldn't come to Switch.
Oh, that's so funny. I was like 2 hours in the game, and then like I realized there was another tech tree. It was like, whoa, what the fuck is? There's like 2 more tech trees in this game. It's like, y'all should check the Icarus. I don't know.
Yes, I am gonna spend some time with Icarus over the holidays. I think. I wonder if it's gonna get. Does it have a Metacritic yet? I wonder if people reviewed Icarus, because like Icarus is like right on the border of like the kind of thing that people might review, might not. Icarus game, because I have it on my my fantasy critic.
Oh, 1.2 is mixed. I don't think people like.
Oh damn it!
Mixed average reviews. It's very for. I don't think it's.
I guess it's early access, isn't it? So probably.
No, I don't. No, it's not.
It's not?
early
Okay.
access. It's fully out. Let me check. Yeah, it's not early.
Yeah, no Metacritic yet. Well, I guess I'll have to review it and throw my career away to give it a good score, just so I can
Yeah, it's just
guarantee. I think
sacrifice
I'm actually
control.
already in the lead in Fantasy Critics. I don't even. I like, of course, wouldn't do that, but like, don't think I need to. Let's see here. Aaron Tonsis is the closest to me. Nick Turbo's second closest.
I don't think I ever picked more than 3 games.
Yep. And yet you're not in last. All right, Mike, how we doing?
I'm getting there. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. You're still putting questions in?
Yeah.
Okay, no worries. I have Stream Elements open. We've got some super chats coming in. Thank you for that, everybody. We will get to those as we start the show.
You're probably all admonishing me.
I hope so. I hope they really let you have it today, Mike, because you really messed up big time.
Yeah, you fucked up.
I don't know. You know what it was? I usually have 2 alarms set up, like 1 2 minutes apart, and like I literally fell asleep. Like I don't need to do that. I'm just going to.
Been there.
Yeah, Alex, I agree. I only played it before it came out. I haven't played it since it launched, but you know, it seems like the kind of game that needs long-term support, and I think they will. I mean, it seems like that's what makes sense for it. So, yeah. Visualizer wants to know what keyboard switches Mike is rocking. I bet he does not know.
What does that mean?
The switches inside your keyboard. Do you have a mechanical keyboard?
Yeah, I just have a Logitech keyboard.
So it's probably the Omrom.
I used to have. I switched over from Razer stuff because the Razer stuff was insanely clicky and it was driving.
Yeah, I have that. I love that.
No, for somebody who has to do stuff like this.
Well, I mean, so that's the whole point. There's different kinds of switches that are more or less clicky, even within brands. But yeah, those Omron switches actually are supposed to be way less clicky.
No, that was too loud. All my Razer stuff broke, and then I switched over to Logitech, and I liked it all much more.
Yep, that's fair. I think that tends to be what happens with a lot of people.
Shit.
My keyboard has analog switches, so I can like press the W key like halfway down, and the character will walk halfway.
That's disgusting. That's
Yes,
against
it is.
God.
It's disgusting, and I love it. You have to like set it up in the Razer Synapse software, so I
fine.
never do it. Like, I'm
I
just like,
fucking hate Eraser Synapse software.
yeah. I mean, I hate like any of that software, but yes.
Oh, what do every piece of fucking my mic is a Logitech, so I have to have a different fucking thing running too.
Yeah, what is it
My
like? The
Wacom
Logitech
tablets
G or
also have.
something?
It's so annoying.
Oh man, Windows wants me to know that the Dow is up 1.5%. So thank you for that.
Jeff, did you play anything this week aside from all the Marvel Alliance?
No, not because I was kind of like just busy with Halo. So
Sure,
not really.
that's fine. Just making sure you remembered.
What the fuck?
What the hell?
The hell?
Sorry.
I heard Christian saying, "What the fuck?"
That's me. I'm looking at my own stream
Oh.
of when I died.
Like in the background.
Give me
All right.
Oh, what is coming through my mic?
Yeah, it's coming through your
I
mic.
added everything. Let me go pee pee.
All right, go wee wee. Yep.
I need to.
His audio probably is going through the right mic. He's just sitting far away from his mic because he was just setting things up. So we'll check on that when he gets back.
Yeah, no shit. Oh.
All right.
What is coming through my mic? I don't understand. It's voice meter.
Oh yeah, that'll do it. All right. I got to take a kid up to the potty, so this works out well. And then when we get back, we'll get started, everybody. Sorry about this. Yes, we'll pause it.
Okay, 1 second, chat.
All right. You know, it would be nice if I updated our work websites thingy. I feel like Jeff is in here. I'm crazy. I lost all sense of hearing. Yes, he's not here. I washed my hands. Shut up. You can hear the flush and no wash. I washed my hands. Oh, hush, I did. Did I practice any Endwalker? I tried. I can't figure out the one. The da 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 da. I can't really get that. Let's see. It's like it goes up and then it goes down, so I don't know. Da da. It's just the same note, isn't it? Da 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 da. No, it is for first.
Do you know any Endwalker song?
No, that's what I was just saying. I haven't learned any. Oh, higher. Yeah, that would be a good one. The one. What is that? Like the Charlene theme? It's supposed to.
Yeah,
be?
that's Charlene.
Oh yeah. What was again? I was gonna.
Oh yeah, this happened to me on the game. I posted it on the chat. It's pretty funny. That game is an asshole.
Ori. I must have learned Ori at some point or another. This is Icarus.
Yeah.
See, I didn't even know what Icarus was. Are we actually playing music for today's questions? I mean, I don't know. I don't think Jeff has that ability to do that, I'm afraid. Also, who knows how DMCs and whatever are going to react to that. I appreciate you guys all giving me the links to your music so I can hear what the songs sound like on my own time, but yeah, I probably probably can't actually do anything with that. Oh, higher. Yeah,
I
probably
like
gonna
that she sings higher every time she says higher.
higher. Well, that's a rule.
Higher.
That's just a rule
That's
of
not a
song.
rule.
Yeah, you have to.
No,
In
it's not true.
in
That's pretty good.
songwriting in general, you must do
When
that.
you say higher, I don't know
Higher.
what.
That's a law.
Okay.
You go to fucking jail if you
If you
don't
don't do it.
start singing higher. Mike's head's looking extra shiny today. That's because I probably
No.
didn't take a shower yet. I still have my morning sheen on.
Oh. Yeah, those bears were assholes. That game. And then I made my spawn point right beside the fucking things, just in case, and I couldn't get back to my. Every time I respawn, I would respawn beside the bears.
I'm back.
No. More.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, we're just only 37 minutes later. We're ready to go. Get out of here, Christian.
Yeah,
good
now
podcast.
get out of here, Christian. Thanks, man.
Gotta go, anyways.
Yeah, take it easy. All right. I will. I'll hit record. I'll hit the music, and then it's all you, Mike. Don't forget to woof woof. I guess. You ready?
Yeah.
The delay
Everyone-
makes me worried, Mike. Are you ready?
I was just thinking about something.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? He's ready. He's ready. I'm gonna count down. We're just gonna do this. 5, 4, 3.
Woof woof. Hi, I'm Mike Minotti, and I am a Nintendog.
Hi, I'm Jeff Grubb, and I'm a Nintendog.
We are the last of the Nintendogs.
Ruff,
Today,
ruff,
woof 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 woof. Today, we are nominating our favorite Nintendo songs for Grammys because that's a thing that we are allowed to do. Maybe we'll yell about Paper Mario. Jeff, how's it going? How are you? I see you got a festive Christmas sweater on. It's a Star Wars one.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I'm trying to get into the holidays. It's warmer here than it apparently is everywhere else, but it actually started to get cold in the last the last day. So which is what I like. I like this weather. I like cold weather. I want it to snow. We'll see if that's actually going to happen finally here. But it did a little bit, but it didn't stick. And usually by now we have like snow sticking to the ground. So I'm getting into the mood. But yeah, I'm just happy to be doing the Nintendogs as well.
Yeah, we had a really cool day yesterday. Apparently, we're gonna have like a little heat wave. It's gonna be like 60 on Saturday here or something weird. I don't like it, but
yeah, not good.
Yeah, that's okay though. Where'd you get that sweater? Is that new?
No, I think I've definitely worn it before, but I can't remember. I wonder if I ordered it online or if my wife got it for me. One of those things.
I think I just had a themed Christmas sweater get delivered as we were getting ready for the show here. I had to sign for it for some reason. It must be that hot and sexy.
Yeah.
I had to make sure. But so that's
make sure you're 18. Make sure that you're an adult.
Make sure I'm 18. Like, whoa, hold on. We just can't let anybody wear this Castlevania Christmas sweater. All right, Jeff, are you ready to talk about Nintendo?
I think I am. I think I'm finally ready.
All right, Jeff. Well, we talked about this a little bit of GamesBeat Decides, but Paper Mario got announced as Nintendo Switch Online's basically only game for December. There's part of me that's like, maybe they're going to announce the NES and SNES games later. They did no such things. Jeff, is this the pace that we need to expect now? One Nintendo 64 game every month or two?
It seems like it, right? It seems like this is kind of,
is there a chance that they actually are just done with adding NES and SNES games? That can't be. Can it?
No, I feel like there's a chance they're done. There's a chance that they're done. Like, we have to acknowledge that is a possibility. That said, now we did get some stuff not too long ago, so maybe this was just them filling in a gap in the holidays. We were supposed to get Advance Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp earlier this month. That got delayed. So like, let's just put something out in that time frame to kind of get people excited. What's a big thing that we could just put out? I guess Paper Mario is pretty beloved. We could just send that out there. To me, that seems like maybe that's what they did here. And then next time, like they'll drop more N64 games, and then as well as new SNES and NES games. But I think. Again, you have to acknowledge the possibility that this is just the cadence now, that we'll get one N64 game at a time and then occasionally get some NES and Super Nintendo games. But if they do that, that seems bad. I don't like it.
Does it upset you specifically that we got Paper Mario before we got Super Mario RPG?
I mean, of course, but at this point, I'm like, of course they're gonna kick me like that. Like, they're not gonna do Super Mario RPG. Like, that's what this is. And it's
is it really just the slight involvement of Square Enix there?
It has to be.
I mean, that can't be that hard to work with them on that.
I mean, it's like for me and you, like the amount of work, like it would probably be like, yeah, it's not that hard. But like, I think just like breaking that seal for them, I think a little bit is like them like being if we bring them back to the table, they're going to want even more money, and it's going to make this stuff slightly less profitable for us. So, yeah, I just think they're thinking they don't want to spend the money on it.
And then there's no excuse for Earthbound, right? Except like maybe they have some kind of collection plans or something, or they may not even have like an actual plan, just the inkling that maybe someday they want to do something else with Earthbound.
Something in the back of their minds, like we might do something, so let's just hold on. I think that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, it's a for sure. So are you going to play Paper Mario on your Switch? There's my question.
I don't know. Probably not. No.
I got other things to do.
Yeah, I got other things to do. Like, yeah, if I were to play like an N64 game like during this holiday season, it would probably be something that's like multiplayer with the family. Like I was looking through the Reddit for news, and someone's like, Diddy Kong Racing would be perfect like for this time of year, like getting families together and like playing games like that. I'm like, yeah, that would be nice. I would enjoy that. But and you could play that online and enjoy that. Paper Mario, it's a really good game. It's a fun game. I've gone back to it a bunch of times. I'm not going to go back to it again just because it's on the Switch.
Sure. Visualizer in chat is saying, there's been some input lag issues with the Nintendo 64 games. If that's the case for Paper Mario, that's going to be really bad for that game.
Yeah, that'll be rough.
This is going to mess that up.
Yep.
All right, Jeff. So next thing here, Nintendo got smacked with a cease and desist order by German courts. The company lost its 3-year battle with Norway and Germany on appeal and is ordered to allow cancellation of Switch pre-orders in the United Europe region. So we talk a lot about Nintendo and courts and how they usually do pretty good in these things. They lost this one though. They for some reason they didn't want people to be allowed to cancel pre-orders, and now they can.
Like you can cancel pre-orders on the Switch up until like a certain day. Like they give you like a small window when you can do that, and if you miss the window, they're just like, too bad, so sad. You got to give us money.
Too bad,
you don't want this. You don't want this thing that we haven't given you yet. Too bad. We're giving it to you. We already have your money and we're keeping it.
Enjoy your Beyblade game,
bitches. Yeah. I mean, listen, I was drunk and I needed to pre-order something. I don't know. I did what I did.
Fair.
They of course, I'm glad they lost this. They deserve to lose this. Everyone, like the pre-order system should be better in terms of refunds. Refunds in general should be way better than they are for digital goods. This is a step in that direction. So this is good news.
All right then. So Nintendo eShop has added a most played section. That's kind of fun. I mean, discoverability in the eShop is awful. Does this help at all, Jeff?
I mean, I don't. I looked at it a little bit. And I'm like, these games are not most played. This is not most played.
Is it filled with lies?
I think it's filled with lies. I mean, at least it's not ordered in such a way that it's like, oh, the most played game is at top. Because, Mike, what do you think the most played game on the eShop is?
Probably like Smash Bros. Or Mario Kart.
Probably Smash Brothers, right? And Smash Brothers was nowhere near the top of the list. So it was stuff like weird RPGs that I think people probably do spend a lot of hours on, but there's no way that it is the most played in terms of total hours spent by players. So yeah, I'm like, but whatever. It is another thing that like it gives you another option to find games that maybe you were missing. That's fine. I bet most of these games are probably popular in whatever way. Maybe they're just like using weird math to determine what is the most played, like however, like in their definition of that. But yeah, I guess any improvement to any shop is always a good thing. I think that the eShop is especially egregious in that if a game falls off of like one of these front-facing menus, it's impossible to find it unless you deliberately search for it.
Right.
And so having another way to pop games up to another menu is actually pretty good, and mostly for the games. I usually don't need to go in and browse to find something I want to play. Occasionally I'm in that mood, but not usually. I'm like, I know what game I'm going to the eShop to buy, so this works fine for me. But if I'm a developer and my game falls off of there, I'm going to be panicking because it's like, what can I do to get back in there and actually get some money from this thing that I made? So yeah, I think this is fine. I'm glad they're doing something with the eShop. At least it shows that they're willing to change it, and then therefore maybe more stuff will come and make it even better, like maybe music.
I should have my Switch next to me now. I want to see what's on this list.
Yeah, I'm actually going to do that. So if you're going to take over for a second, I'll bring up the eShop and see what there's in there.
Well, that's great. Okay, well, so the other thing you had here, you added is now Silk Song's time ? Exclamation mark. Did you just put this on here to mess with me, Jeff, or do you have do you think this is happening? Is this
to me, no, this is just a joke now. It's like it's the joke.
Damn it! I thought you had something for me.
No, I don't have anything for you, but it's like maybe. It's the Game Awards. It could show up at the Game Awards, right?
I mean,
Probably not. Probably not.
I mean, again, Jeff. I think Jeff likes getting those things that like have it like how he got I almost call it Dark Souls, Elden Ring.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Silk Song is certainly there. Silk Song is it in a funny way, right? Silk Song wouldn't be on the Game Awards if it hasn't been gone for a while, and now there's a bit of a mystique to it, and now it can be on the Game Awards. So
yeah,
you're right.
It's definitely like in that. It's indie gaming's Elden Ring at this point, right?
Yes, it is. It is indie game. It's indie gaming's Elden Ring. Absolutely. Now I'm playing myself because now I'm like, yeah, there's a pretty good chance it will show up, and it won't. It just absolutely won't. But I sure would be happy if it did. I sure would be happy.
Yeah, I don't think it's time. Should we do a poll for the chat? Say
yes, let's do it. Let's see.
Okay.
Is it so? Yes. Why don't we talk about our best friend Jeff Keighley, because he had a bit of a week. What did you think of all of that? At first, he kind of refused to take a stand about Activision Blizzard, and he got called out on it. And like the thing that like I think the big kind of like, oh, he's got to do something now is everybody rightfully was like, you did pick a side when it was your friend Hideo Kojima and Konami, and so I think that was kind of unbecoming.
Yeah,
then he came back and said, okay, Activision Blizzard isn't going to be involved beyond nominations. Now my question there is, how are they ever going to be involved beyond that? Anyways, they wouldn't have any games to announce at the Game Awards. They literally only make Call of Duty and Blizzard stuff now. So what could have possibly have been announced?
The Blizzard stuff is delayed. Call of Duty just came out, and
right?
So yeah.
The only thing, like maybe it's about time to announce World of Warcraft's next expansion. Would the Game Awards even care about that anymore?
Yeah,
I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. What did you think of that?
Yeah, I mean, I unbecoming is how I would describe it too. It was, you have a position of power, and we understand that for the most part, the Game Awards is just this crass commercial project that like is meant to sell games. But that is that's part of the problem, right? If we just continue going down that path of doing the thing that makes us money, makes other people money, well, Activision's had no problem with that. So, they'll just keep going down that. And that means people will keep getting mistreated. You kind of do have to step in, hit the brakes, and put humans first at some point. And if you're not doing that, you are part of the problem. And so, but Jeff Keighley isn't the problem. He was just like contributing to it.
Jeff Keighley's always a bit of an easy punching bag with the stuff, and he deserves to be criticized.
Yeah, agreed.
Absolutely. But it's like I don't think he's not suddenly a scum of the earth for like a major contributing factor to the problem here. And he always plays it a little bit safe when it comes to corporate stuff. Like he
right
obviously
down the middle
cares
a little
about.
bit.
Yeah. He wants to. He clearly, and like that's like the unbecoming thing here is that he still wanted to do that and had to kind of be.
It's too late for that though. Yeah. We're do we lose Mikey? Oh well, he's frozen. So I'll just say what I was going to say, and then when he comes back, we'll continue the podcast. Never mind. Hey, there he is.
I was here the whole time. I can still hear you.
Oh, okay, you went frozen and quiet for us. So.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that.
No, it's the internet. It's fun.
Well,
I think Jeff Keighley's hacked in. I don't think he likes us talking about it.
Yeah, I'll just say it's like the way he said it, so the Kotaku story that really kind of lit this as a fire said he refuses to take sides, and that was the headline. And really what he said is, oh, we got to be careful, and we don't want to like stop people from like talking about their games, and and I think you like framed it as like I'm trying to be considerate what the developers want. The developers do want people to take a side against Activision, though. They've made that clear, at least against Bobby Kotick specifically. And when you kind of just sit back and if you're like, okay, I'm going to sit back and just try to figure this out, but you still are in a situation where you are benefiting from like showing games like that, then that would be bad. But there are no Activision games there, and I think that kind of goes back to your point. It's like what would be there, but there's not. So it's like he kind of can skate by. I think after that, though, people would just say you could still say something. You could still use this platform to say the industry has a systematic problem that could be rooted out, and we can continue to put pressure to move in that direction. Now, Yves Guillemot is still on the board. Riot co-founder is still on the board, and people point to that and say, "So why are you mad about Activision?" Yeah, and I'm like, "Well, that's silly."
Yeah, people always do that whataboutism here, and it's like, guys, clearly there are still degrees to this. Like, clearly Activision Blizzard is a even especially bad case right now.
And it's about momentum.
And look, we do talk about Ubisoft, and we report on Ubisoft indies in Riot back when this stuff does happen, right? Yeah. So some of that I think is a little frustrating.
It's very frustrating because it's about a big part of it is about momentum, and there is momentum to do something about Kotick right now. And that stuff could, like, if the Game Awards come and go, like, it feels like there's a little bit of a nexus point where if the Game Awards come and go and that stuff's not mentioned and stuff, and now we're talking about all these new games that get announced, the Kotick stuff gets more and more pushed into the background. And it's like, so it's like, if are we going to accept that again? Well, maybe. Some people feel like, it's like that's kind of just what always happens, so I'm going to accept it. And I don't blame anyone for feeling that way. That's where I'm at with gun control in the United States right now. We get another mass shooting, and I'm like, what can I even do about it? Like, it doesn't even do me any good to think about it anymore. So I get that way of thinking, and it's depressing, and I hate it. But I do feel like there's something that we could still do about Kotick right now, and I think Jeff Keighley could should play a part in that. And we'll see.
Do you think he's going to say something on stage about it now?
I would say that I think he will now. I think he will.
I mean, again, why not? Like, that's not like the Activision. Let's say, like, cynically, he's just worried about business partners. Like, how important can Activision Blizzard as a business partner for him be? They're not going to announce a new Call of Duty at the Game Awards. The Activision Blizzard stuff used to just happen at BlizzCons anyways, even though those aren't going to be a thing. He never had them before, and it didn't hurt him. So, what is it going to matter? So, yeah, I don't see why he wouldn't say something. It would almost kind of be egregious at this point. Just go for it.
I agree.
All right, Jeff. That was an interesting tangent talking about Silk Song, but there we go. Yep. All right. Let's talk about some questions that we got from the community. By the way, last week we had that poll about Daisy. I just wanted to bring up Daisy if she was a brunette or a redhead, and we forgot to end it before the show ended. But to be clear, brunette did win, so I'm right. That's what I wanted to say.
Weird, but yeah, okay, fine, fair.
No, she's brunette. I mean, come on. If you look at the pictures, it's clearly brown. It's like a chestnut.
They've definitely done her as a redhead before, but that's fine.
It changed. Yeah, sure. It shifts sometimes. And hey, look, Mario's overalls used to be red too. Things change for the better. All right. So guys, our questions here.
Red overalls.
You could also send your questions in through Super Chats. I think we got at least one of those. If you guys want to send Super Chats for that, or for talking about what's Nintendo song you would nominate for a Grammy, which, to be clear, is just a fancy way of asking what your favorite Nintendo song is. You can also send that to us in a Super Chat, and we will get there at the appropriate time. All right. Our first question here from Benji Bop. In the spirit of the Halo launch this week, what's the most Mario-ass Mario game? Or Zelda, Pokemon, Metroid, etc. The most Mario-ass Mario game. I mean, is it a cheat to still just say Super Mario Brothers 1? Like, that's still the most Mario game to me.
I guess maybe it is a little bit of a cheat because, like,
of course, like Halo 1's the most Halo-ass game. It's what's trying to recapture that,
yeah,
right?
Exactly right. So it's like when people bring up that phrase, it is very much saying which new game feels most like that old game. And it's not new Super Mario Brothers. It's
No.
like it's I don't know.
It's maybe Super Mario 3D World, but it's
Yeah,
kind of doing a bit of its own thing, which is what I like about it, to be
I think
honest.
Super Mario 3D World is actually probably the right answer here. Super Mario
Yeah,
3D World and 3D Land, those two games.
Yeah, 3D Land in some way might even be more correct because that game really just stuck to the Mario aesthetic in a way that
Yes.
I didn't like, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
But
It was in a
maybe,
weird place, that game, because it's like trying to like be between art styles, and it's really sparse
Right.
looking. Like if you watch HD sort of emulated versions of that now, it's like, oh wow, that looks kind of bad. But yeah, I know what you mean.
right. So it depends if it's just like the purity of the aesthetics, I would say that one, but maybe just for spirit, I would say 3D World, and maybe I want to just say 3D World because it's a better game.
Yeah, and like the thing with Mario is it can change a lot, and it's like totally okay. Like it's okay when like they do weird spins on it, because they did that from the beginning. Super Mario Brothers 2 had you getting turnips out of the ground, so it's like immediately they established that one game could be very different from the next, and that was okay. I think.
Did you know that Super Mario Brothers 2 is actually a game called Doki Doki Panic in Japan?
If anyone says that to me, I will come to them and destroy them. Yeah, but it's like absolutely Mario now. I hate when people make that argument. That's not a real Mario game. It absolutely is.
It's ridiculous. Yeah.
But like Zelda was one where it's like they tried to do something different and then immediately like whipped back and was like, okay, no, we got to make Zelda games from now on. And so like when I think about that, it's like I guess maybe like Link Between Worlds or something like that of the new games is maybe the most Zelda game, even though they were mixing stuff up. Like they were still trying new things, and yet it still just felt like such a Zelda game. I don't know. And even Breath of the Wild in a way to me feels like a Zelda game in that it feels the most like Zelda 1.
Right.
Compared to the
like
other
there
ones.
are too many Zelda games that don't feel like Zelda as
True.
Zelda games, really, to me. Like, I don't know. Like Twilight, like there's games that have like such a strong gimmick hook that they feel very distinct, like Wind Waker or maybe even Skyward Sword, but Ocarina of Time, Zelda as Zelda for sure, and Majora's Mask is different, sure. All right, next question here from Wildfire Alex. You think Nintendo will remake any more Pokemon titles for the Switch, or is their next step to make a brand new entry besides the open world that was already announced? I feel like we might get another Let's Go style remake before we get, the what is it, ninth generation would be next. Like it might be time to do Let's Go for Gold and Silver. I don't see why not. I mean, Gold and Silver are super beloved. They've only been remade once. You can remake those again, and that could be your, in terms of like how we almost basically kind of have yearly Pokemon games, like not counting Arceus, that could be your holiday 2022 game maybe. But otherwise, I mean, we're going to get more remakes on the Switch. They might just be after the next proper gen release or whatever they want to, like Super Sword and Shield or something. Like they're going to remake Black and White. It's going to happen at some point.
Now, Beefhammer says Pokemon Let's Go Cruising, and I think that's
Pokemon Let's Go Cruising. I like that.
A very good idea. Yeah,
that pleases Jeff very much. Turbo Sean says, over the weekend, I fired up some DS Pokemon games on my 3DS since the art style of Brilliant Diamond is really turning me off it, but I'm nostalgic for that era. I was immediately reminded that DS games on 3DS kind of suck for sticklers of video quality like me. You're forced to choose between a blurry upscale to the 3DS's slightly higher res but lower quality screens, or original res with giant black borders, which is really distracting on a non-OLED screen. It made me realize that there's no definitively great way of playing DS games on modern hardware and 16:9 screens, especially vertical games that wouldn't work with a side-by-side screen layout, and it gets worse for 3DS games and their asymmetrical screen sizes. Nintendo themselves haven't even touched these games since the Wii U Virtual Console. What do you guys think about this, and how Nintendo once again seems to have no plan for the preservation of these games and overcoming the reliance on all hardware layouts now that the DS family of hardware is dead? It's a big problem. It is something that I think about, and it's kind of concerning how we have these amazing DS and 3DS games, but just like the system is just so inherently unique. It's just a difficult thing to port and to bring to other systems. Like you can kind of get away with it in the case of so like the Mega Man ZX games were ported as a part of the Mega Man Zero collection on Switch because the second screen is like not that big a deal. They kind of just like smallify it and shove it off to the corner there, and you can kind of get away with that, and that'll work for other things like probably the Castlevania games too. But again, for like something like like what you're talking about with the Pokemon games, and there's a lot of other games that the dual screens really matter. You have to kind of redesign those games from scratch, like what they did with The World Ends with You whenever they ported it. It's like they can usually kind of get around it, but it takes a lot of work, and Nintendo's especially oftentimes doesn't want to put that effort in, so it's kind of awkward.
Yeah, it's not nothing's ideal. I think I still will probably end up just using my new 3DS as a way to play DS games. I think that's my big plan there is yeah, I'm not a stickler for video quality, but even then I'm like if I really need to play those games in their original quality, I'll dig out my DS. And but if you don't have an option like that, then yeah, it's pretty tough. I think I would almost recommend just going out and buying the hardware now. Go get a DSi XL if you need to, and it's going to be expensive, but you should probably maybe just do it and try to get a good one and save that as your way of playing those games, so you don't have to rely on Nintendo.
Right, yeah, I'm actually do feel like that. I really need to find like a DS or just buy a new one and have it at the ready. Because again, even like even playing DS games on 3DS isn't great. I kind of like got over it when I did Dragon Quest V. Like I'll get over it, but
yes,
it would have
that's
been
what I
better
do.
just to
I
have
get
a
over
DS.
it. Yeah.
Right. Turbo Sean also says he says, don't know if you saw this yet, but might be worth looking at for Nintendogs. The esports team Panda is kickstarting the production of a more modern Elite style GameCube and Switch/PC controller, and they absolutely demolished their goal already. They made
right. I saw
$1.3 million. Yeah, I actually did see this, and it does look really cool, and I think I might have to get one of these. I love the GameCube controller so much, so the idea of making one that's just slightly more like an Elite GameCube controller, that's fantastic.
That's really I will definitely get one of these. The campaign still has 25 days to go, I think, or 23 days to go.
Yeah, I assume so. Does it like the only thing's missing from a GameCube controller that don't make it a Mark controller is it's missing one shoulder button and you can't click in the analog sticks. So if this has those things, then you can basically use it for anything.
$90, but I'm like, that's probably worth. I'll fix this real quick. Can you tell chat that I'll be right back?
Yeah,
I think chat might have actually just heard me, but I'll be right back, everybody. Just be a second.
We can hear us again.
Okay, I'm just gonna make sure this doesn't happen again. All right, gonna. Okay, we're back. I think. I paused. Okay, yeah, I paused that. All right, let's let me bring this back up. What goes here? There we go. Okay, I'm gonna unpause and we'll get right back into it. Okay, Mike, do you have more questions?
Yes. All right. I'm sorry. You try to throw right back into it, and then I like started thinking and stopped.
No, it's okay.
It's
like, all right. I should probably make sure that the YouTube chat can see it. Yeah, it's just excellent connection. We should be good.
What are your kids watching on YouTube right now or on Netflix?
Frozen. They were watching Frozen.
That's hilarious because somebody said that earlier that your kids are watching Frozen and that's why I froze. And it turns out they actually are watching Frozen. It's not just a joke. Wow.
That's that damn Elsa.
Yeah, let's just let it go and move on.
Oh my god.
Nintendo Bro says, question for the podcast. Happy early birthday, Mike. Thank you very much. I hope Jeff got you something nice. Yeah, Jeff got me a freaking miniature RV, so he did good by me. I can't complain. Also, happy day before the release of the Halo Infinite campaign. While I know Halo is not a Nintendo franchise, there have been a couple of loose associations throughout the years, like people asking for Master Chief for Smash and the rumored Halo DS game. Man, I forgot about that. In his preview of Halo Infinite, Jeff stated that the game was having its Breath of the Wild moment. I'm not trying to call attention to that, but I did get a thought from it. Knowing what you know about each game, which game would you rather play? Master Chief in Breath of the Wild's Hyrule or Link on Halo Infinite's Zeta Halo? The only thing that would have to swap alongside the protagonist would be the arsenals and shield systems of each game. Example, Grunts use wooden swords, Jackals use bow and arrows, Macablins use plasma pistols, Lionels have overshields and rocket launchers. But you could also swap traversal systems as well. Can you say Warthog run through a field full of Guardians? I think both would be great, but I'm torn on which I would rather play more. I think I would pretty easily actually want to play as Master Chief in Hyrule from Breath of the Wild. I think that sounds like a lot of fun.
I think that's probably right, and I think that it depends on, like, you know, you bring your arsenal. Does that mean if you bring like an axe into the Zeta Halo, you can like cut down trees and stuff like that? But even then, I don't know. I just think the blasting my way through Hyrule would be incredible. So I think I'm probably Master Chief as well.
Yeah, I want to say, by the way, like, I know you got a lot of crap for this Breath of the Wild comparison, and even though you didn't mean it super literally, I think having played that campaign, even literally, it makes a lot of sense. I mean, first off, just the way that Halo's always been designed, where you can only hold 2 weapons.
So you have to like drop weapons and keep moving stuff. Yeah, absolutely.
You're constantly scavenging for weapons, and again, that's why I almost shudder to bring this back. That's why weapon durability was good, because the whole point was that you were kind of scavenging and constantly switching weapons, even in the middle of fights and stuff like that. It almost kind of like, now that I look at it, I was like, oh, that was almost kind of like doing something like Halo. That's what was actually happening.
That's what was happening. Yes,
Wild was taking a page from Halo's playbook.
Yes,
it turns out. Yeah. So. But absolutely,
there's a lot of cross pollination there, and it's and it's not 1-to-1 in any case, but you could definitely see that these games are all influenced by each other at a certain point.
Yeah, absolutely. And acting like it was some sort of ridiculous thing was silly.
Yeah.
Alex says, not exactly Nintendogs but related, but do I buy food on Grubhub so I can get the Final Fantasy 14 emote? Okay, so yeah, starting on the 9th, so Thursday, if you I think you have to put in a code, and then if you get an order on Grubhub, you will unlock a Final Fantasy 14 emote of your character eating pizza. Now, Jeff, I hate myself for this, but I absolutely need to do this. Yep. I need to unlock this pizza eating emote. You would too if you like Final Fantasy 14.
I absolutely would. I absolutely would. I'm trying to remember like what game this was from, but it was my favorite emote. It was like someone eating ramen. So yes,
it was from Destiny 2.
Okay,
right?
Yes, that's what it was. Yes, that's totally what it was.
Yeah, because there was a little ramen shop, and whenever I played with my friends, I pretended that it was my ramen shop, and whenever we went back to town, I would like go back there. Because I'm super smart and fast, I could always do my menuing and shopping way faster than them. So then I would just go behind the stall and like say things like, "Hey, anybody want some ramen from my shop?" And like they would yell at me to shut the fuck up, and I would still just keep pretending like I owned this place.
Very good.
I'm a comedic genius. Jeff, do we have some super chats?
Yeah, we do. Let me get over here to Stream Elements. Let me see where we got. Yeah, we got a bunch. Let's see here. Starting with J Stud J Stud McLovin has an answer to the question, so we'll save that for then. Thank you for sending that in. Let's see from Casual. Dear Nintendo Dandies. Look at that. Rolls right out the tongue. Yes, not a question. Just want to say, if Mike gets a Grub Snacks like show, I vote that it's called Mike's Biscottis. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, I like that.
That's pretty good. I feel like it might be Mike Biscotti's, so kind of like Yoshi's Cookie. Or is it Yoshi? Yeah, Yoshi's Cookie. So it would be Mike's Biscottis. That's pretty good. But see, now I feel like I'm just in Jeff's shadow. I'm just doing the same thing he did. Mm-hmm. And look, I shamelessly ride his coattails, but I have to somewhat distinguish the brand. I don't know. I'm still actually not convinced anybody from Giant Bomb knows who I am.
Yeah, okay. I'm trying to keep it that way, so we'll see what we can do.
Wow, you know what would happen. You know that I'd be the new hotness. Like Grub Stacks, more like Grub Sucks.
Yeah. Oh wow, he got there, everybody.
I'm a genius.
From Casual, Birabuto Kingdom from this is another answer to the question. All right. So I didn't recognize the word, so I'm like
Birabuto, that could be anything.
Yeah, it could be any. What are we talking about here? Dr. Butthugger, will the Game Awards be as good as G4ia 2003? Oh my god, I forgot about G4ia.
What's that?
It was like a really weird award show in the early 2000s. You'd have to look up. Maybe we should react to that before this thing if we have time. We probably won't. But
I remember when it was the Spike Game Awards and like a Madden game one year or something. I remember that.
It had G4ia had to be it was G4 it was G4's award ceremony, and it featuring celebrities such as Hal Sparks, Carmen Electra, Wilmer Valderrama, and Anna Nicole Smith. So
I feel like Carmen Electra was at so many things she
yes.
didn't understand what they were.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there was gift bags and stuff, so she showed up.
I don't blame her. I'd go too, but it's just she was that poor girl was probably
In
at a million
2006,
things.
they gave control over to X-Play, which made it a pure viewer's choice show hosted by Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb, and that was pretty good.
Oh, G4 is a play on G4. I get it.
He got there,
okay.
everybody.
Look, give me a break. I just woke up like 40 minutes ago or whatever.
Let's see, from Isaac Spencer, great show as always. Heart emoji. Happy early birthday, Mike.
Thank you, everybody. It's good to celebrate me.
That does it for the super chats that are ones that don't involve music. So any other questions, or should we get into the topic, Mike?
Let's get into this topic, Jeff. We talked about it last week, but an arrangement of a Kirby song is actually nominated for a Grammy this year. So I asked our community and you and myself to nominate a Nintendo song for a Grammy. Jeff, I'm sure you've given this a ton of thought. What Nintendo song would you nominate for a Grammy?
The thing is that I can elongate time. So even if you just asked me this 10 seconds ago and I put all my thought in there, I think that's enough. The Grammys are weird. Like, it feels like any song, no matter like what the venue it was put in, could end up getting nominated. So I'm gonna like play into that and say the trailer music for The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild that played at E3, where it was like building up, and then all of a sudden it started playing the original Zelda theme, and it just, every time I hear it I get chills. That's the music that I would want to get nominated for a Grammy.
That might be the correct answer. And plus that thing was in one of the video game live soundtracks. It's actually even in Smash Brothers. Like, just even though that song is not in Breath of the Wild, the trailer music is in Smash Brothers. So it's had a quote unquote official releases now. Yeah, that whole trailer was fantastic. But that song, and even like even when they finally do play that theme, and it's like it's different, and it's just so like bass heavy and strong. It reminds, so like we went out for dinner. It was like my early birthday dinner with my brothers and my dad, and they had a wine list, and it was like all the descriptions of wine, and one of the wine was described as masculine and strong. That's how I would describe that song. It's masculine and strong.
And may your next song be a masculine song. Yeah, I love that.
Even before that, though, where it's a part of the trailer they just like show you fights. People, it's like, or they show like the Guardians waking up, and it's like bum bum bum. I'm like, oh man. And actually, it almost kind of it didn't ruin the game's actual soundtrack for me. I still like the game's soundtrack, but nothing in the actual soundtrack is as good as that trailer song. I'll just go ahead and say it. It's fantastic stuff.
Yeah.
Ooh,
so she's making a present for her teacher, and she's telling me all about it.
Nice. Wow. So we'll tell her to get working on my present first. My birthday's tomorrow. Yeah, that's right, kiddo. I got expensive tastes. No, it's got to be at least 4 times bigger than that. Don't forget the gold leaf. There we go, Jeff. Make sure she's doing it right.
Yep, she's getting it all. It's she's working really hard on it, Mike. I think you're really gonna like it. Yeah.
Lots of sleeves for gift cards. All right, Jeff. I think I would. I was actually thinking about this song because Super Smash Bros. Melee turned 20 years old on December 3rd, which of course it did. We just had the GameCube anniversary. It's always like I never think of Melee as a launch game, even though like both that and Pikmin came out so shortly after launch for the GameCube. Like today, we're so generous with launch windows, we practically consider them launch games. I think some people do. But, the GameCube already had an incredible launch. If you extend it to include Pikmin and Smash Bros. Melee, then it just would be like easily the best launch like lineup ever.
Agreed.
Yeah, Melee turned 3 years old. That game was the first one where they had these really like strong or even some orchestral arrangements of Nintendo songs as part of the stages, and it included this version of the Gourmet Race from Kirby, and it's the song that plays in the Fountain of Dreams. I always just call it the Fountain of Dreams song, and it is just so good. Again, very bassy, very awesome. I remember they did a concert in Japan for Super Smash Bros. Melee, and they released a recording of it. First, you had to buy an issue of Famitsu to get this, and I think actually my older brother got me that Famitsu for my birthday the one year, so that I had this soundtrack. I think they did release it in the English version of it eventually later. Jeff, what are you doing?
Trying to fix the sound for Frozen. It's not working, so she's trying to hear that. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying
I saw
to
you
get
got
working.
into Discord or something.
Well, and then I think I hit one of the remotes for one of my audio devices, and it was like, oh, you're trying to change the audio in Discord. No, I'm never trying to change the audio in Discord. I don't know why you keep doing that, but yeah, that's my life. That's there's always some great music in those games for sure.
Hey, Dad, good job bringing it back.
Yeah, no problem.
You could have applied to anything I said. Wow, there's always some great music
You
in those games.
didn't have to point it out, Mike. Now it doesn't work.
Wow, yeah, just like the one I'm talking about, which is, what was I talking about, Jeff? What's my
I don't
pick?
know, but I liked all the notes in it. They're good notes.
Yeah, what game is it from? My pick.
Smash Brothers.
Well, okay, yes, but
I was trying to listen. I was trying to do my best. I know, Mike. I can't. I don't even remember the word.
Just the word multitask. Jeff.
Yeah,
That's the word.
multitask.
That's okay, Jeff. I don't forgive you, but I can tolerate it. Anyway, yeah, Fountain of Dreams from Super Smash Brothers Melee. It's also in it's also in that concert CD that I had, and it's fantastic. That concert CD also had a great version of the Fire Emblem song from that game. God, the concert CD rules. It had a very strong version of the Pokemon theme too, which was bizarrely good. All right, Jeff, are you ready to ignore the answers from our community?
Absolutely, never been more ready.
All right. Nintendo Bro says, my Grammy nomination goes to the Mute City track from the Collector's CD for Smash Brothers 3DS and Wii U. I feel like there's a lot of that where there's a Nintendo song we love, but then it's the version that shows up in a Smash Brothers game.
Yeah,
that,
definitely. Well, it's like when they put like a lot of money into it. Like before that, they would be like, we could just use some MIDI files, whatever. And it's like when it gets into Smash, there's like a band ready to go, and they're gonna blow it out. Now, I mean, like the version of the F-Zero music that is in Mario Kart is like that's the best version of that stuff. So it happens a lot with Nintendo.
Are you a Mute City or a Big Blue guy?
I mean, really, I could kind of go back and forth between either of them, but I think I'm a Big Blue guy. I think that's the one. That's what our music is, right? Big Blue.
Yeah, I think I'm a Big Blue guy too. Yeah, I just like the word Big Blue. But those are both great names. Mute City.
They are.
Big
Mute City's
Blue.
a great name for a sci-fi city, and I'm so glad that like F-Zero GX like lets you play around in it just a little bit.
Yes, yeah, they actually like see the city really. Alex says the immediate answer for me would have to be Epona's song from Ocarina of Time. It just gives me a nice and cozy feeling in a soundtrack that is one of my all-time favorites, even now. Revan says the best Nintendo song of all time is Super Buck World, which is Jeff. This is unholy remix of Buck Bubbles' theme song with Mario. So that is something special. So look up Super Buck World, everybody.
All right. I'm gonna have to do that. I'm excited.
Yeah. Runham says the battle theme from Golden Sun. We always get some Golden Sun love, no matter what I say here. And it's almost beginning to shame me into playing Golden Sun. I don't know.
You would like Golden Sun.
I guess. I know I would. I played a little bit of it like back when it came out. I don't know why I didn't play too much of it. I know I'm sure I thought it was good. I just it was actually before I was really even super into JRPGs. Crimson 13 says the Zelda main theme. This will always be the best Nintendo song, in my opinion. Yeah, I know it's like a boring answer, but again, maybe the correct one. I mean, just the way that's how versatile and how easily that song, again, which was made for an 8-bit console, could still sound it could still sound so full and epic.
Koji Kondo
orchestra
is unbeatable. I mean, he's undefeated in terms of, here's a limited palette to work with, and also the song's going to repeat a lot in a lot of these games. Can you make it something that feels bigger than it ever has any right to feel? And he nailed it every single time with all his games. And then Zelda is definitely like up there in terms of like a prime example of like making it feel epic. Like Mario was like felt incorporated into the game, and like the Super Mario Brothers music just felt like, oh, you play along with it and it like fits with whatever you're doing, and that's impressive in its own right. But then The Legend of Zelda just felt epic.
Like when they do like big like band or orchestrated versions of the Mario song, there is something about it that still feels like a jazzed up video game song, which I mean, there's
yeah.
no problem with that, but it
No.
is impressive how with Zelda, it's like, oh wow, like yeah, this just sounds like an actual orchestrated piece now. You know, the whole bolero thing, like how they really just wanted to use the kind of classical song bolero for Zelda, but like
Right.
it actually hadn't gone to the public domain yet.
Right.
We played bolero in a high school band once.
Yeah, the thing about bolero is like it's very it is like purposefully repetitive or something like that. I can't remember how that
Yeah.
works actually. There's like some like mathematics in it.
Math. Well,
Yeah.
let's move on before I have to think about that. Schaefer says, I nominate Gerudo Valley from Ocarina of Time. It's the best jam. Gerudo Valley's good. By far, my favorite version of it is like the one that was in that anniversary CD that came with Skyward Sword, which was a fantastic album.
I think I still have that in my van upstairs because that's one of my
Yeah.
favorite things to ever come with a game.
But they did a version of Gerudo Valley that actually slowed it down a bit and again made it a bit heavier. It is fantastic. That is by far the best version of Gerudo Valley. It's super good. Oh, then he said, update, I lied. It's the second best jam. The best jam is Gerudo Valley Combat from Cadence of Hyrule. Okay, now I wonder what that one sounds like. So that's good.
Oh man, the Cadence of Hyrule soundtrack is fantastic across the board.
Yeah.
I think
Remember
that's Danny B track, yeah.
Remember how we thought that Cadence of Hyrule was going to start this whole new generation of Nintendo allowing indies to play with its biggest franchises?
Yeah, we're goddamn fools, Mike.
Yeah, right. Whoops, I guess not. Guess that's a one-time thing. Kanubo says Yoshi's Story theme. Yes, man, I tell you what, that is a fantastic song. What do you think that they say in that, Jeff? Do you think they're saying the apple?
Which song is it?
Yoshi's Story.
I don't actually I didn't play a ton of Yoshi's Story, so I don't know what they're saying.
You don't know about the ba 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 ba.
No, I don't. Well, I know that song actually. Okay, yeah, that song sounds familiar. They must have used it.
Wow, did you guys know that Jeff Grubb's actually a fucking loser? Because I'm learning a lot
I'm
today.
a fake gamer boy. The reviews came out and said Yoshi's Story wasn't as good as Yoshi's Island, and I couldn't handle that. So I'm just gonna skip it.
Sure, it's not, but it was fun. I think back then I definitely looked at reviews, but I think I was just so excited for a new Yoshi game that I just didn't care. And to be honest, I didn't know people thought that Yoshi's Story wasn't good for a long time and enjoyed it quite a lot.
Yeah,
and
I wish I would have done that, but it was like trying to spend my parents' money as best I possibly could. Because
fair enough.
Very.
You should have been a spoiled brat like me.
I tried. They didn't like it so much. They're like, "Don't be like Mike Minotti. That's gross."
Yeah, I was very whiny, so I would get my way. I know that this shocks you to hear.
What?
What? No way! Wildfire Alex says the song I nominated for a Grammy is about anger, sadness, despair, hope, and love, all wrapped in one. Once again, I'm talking about Mother 3. Remember the ending discussion? I do. That was from last week. Says, well, that's accompanied by what I consider the most emotion-inducing track ever composed, simply titled "It's Over." The song plays out through one of gaming's most emotionally draining sequences, making you wonder if the entire journey was just to come to this point, and was it really worth it in the end? I said it before, and I'll say it 1 million more times. Mother 3 needs to be brought to an international level in an official release, and this ending theme is a prime example of exquisite storytelling. I feel like Wildfire Alex just really wants us to play Mother 3.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, but I kind of I really want it to be an official release for some reason. I don't know why. I think I might get over that pretty soon here, especially once I get a Steam Deck.
Yep.
But for a while, I was like, well, we'll have to release that thing eventually. And now I'm like, maybe they just won't. Maybe they just won't ever do it. I don't know.
My Retroid Pocket 2 got destroyed during my trip to New Mexico. The screen got smashed. But I ordered a Retroid Pocket 2 Plus. It hasn't shipped yet. Who knows when it's going to ship? But whenever it ships and gets here, that would be one of the first things I put on there.
So how did it get destroyed?
It was in my bag, and I think it just got put underneath a bunch of things in the back of the van. No one's fault but my own.
I was hoping that it was somebody's fault and that it was a fun story. I was hoping you accidentally placed it in front of your car and ran over it or something.
Yeah, like the kids were playing with it, and then just like, oh, this is where this goes. No, they do that with everything else I own, but not with that.
Benji Bob says, I alluded to this the other week, but Mirror B's battle music in Pokemon XD without a doubt deserves a Grammy for best song. Y'all can keep your whimsical orchestras or 8-bit symphonies. This is the best Nintendo song of all time. However, Donkey Kong Country deserves the Grammy for best album. I think Donkey Kong Country 2 might deserve the Grammy for best album. I don't know. Maybe that's a hot take. I don't think it is.
I'm scared this would be a lot of work, but I'm like, I think maybe I should be putting this music into the podcast version of the show, maybe.
I mean,
like,
everybody on Discord, everybody gave links to their songs, so
they did. That would help. Okay, maybe I'll do that. We'll see. We'll see how much I can get done today with
we'll
that.
see how ambitious you actually get.
Yeah, exactly.
Jeremy G says the final battle themes from the different routes in Fire Emblem Three Houses are all bangers. I specifically want to shout out God's Shattering Star. It's intense, has a crazy Latin opera singer, and helps create a great climax to a great game. Man, I love Three Houses. I don't think I actually realized that each of the routes had a different ending theme. That's pretty cool. I did
That's
two
cool.
of them, so I don't specifically remember. That's pretty good. One second. Visualizer says Wave Race 64 main title theme is goated. Would easily win a Grammy for song that gets you the most pumped up.
Dun, dun. Yes, it's a good theme song. I like it a lot.
I like how you got the Wave Race 64 theme song memorized, but you don't know the Yoshi story song.
I'm sorry.
You're not freaking.
Yeah, that sounds right to me. To me, that sounds natural.
I'll be honest. This one I do not know. I cannot sing to you the Wave Race 64 main title theme. But
It's got like a lot of like poly rhythms and stuff that would be hard for me to make with my mouth. But I can sing it in my head. Yeah.
It's a fun word, polyglot.
Yeah. What is that? What does it mean? I don't know what it means.
That's the person who knows many languages.
Oh, that's
and then
right.
it's also the name. It's also the name of a spell in Final Fantasy 14. Yeah, and that's where I learned it.
Okay.
But and then I was like, "What does polyglot mean?" That's a cool word. And now I like that word a lot. I am not a polyglot. I only know one language.
I barely know my own language. Yeah.
Right. Turbo Shot says, "I nominate the final level song from Fire Emblem Awakening, id." Purpose is in parentheses. If you've played the game, you remember it, and if you played Smash, you probably heard it. It's played in Smash a lot, but I still feel like it's greatly underappreciated despite being an absolute beautiful piece of music. Yeah, this is another very good song. Fire Emblem Awakening actually has a great final level, definitely the best of the Fire Emblem games I played in terms of being like a really memorable kind of ending set piece thing. VJ Incoming says, I would nominate the entire Xenoblade 2 soundtrack if I could. It's probably my most listened to soundtrack the last 10 years. I'm a sucker for JRPGs, doing music with orchestra mixed with guitars and electronic elements. And Xenoblade gives us this in spades, especially battle themes. He shared one of his favorite songs from Xenoblade 2. Also, a special shout out to the live concerts they did for Splatoon in Japan, featuring the characters from the game as holograms, because of that kind of person that eats this stuff up. Everyone looks like they're having so much fun. Yeah, I give Xenoblade 2 some crap. The soundtrack is fantastic. It's very good. I have no issues with the soundtrack. Also, in Japan, they do those kinds of concerts, and they're always incredible.
I would love that. Yes, I would love that sort of thing. So yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, there's ones there's I watched like the Persona 4 one once. It was fantastic. They did one for Bravely Default, which was just insanely good. At the end, there's like a 10-minute long final boss song from that game, and they're all playing it. And there's like a part in the song where like each character has like a theme with like a heavily associated instrument. So like they take turns doing it, and it's all hamped up. And then I think like the actual like composer of the soundtrack himself is doing the last one, and it was like an accordion or something, like something weird, and he's like there playing it like at the end of this like 9-minute long montage, and it's like, man, this is good stuff here. I'm feeling things. I like it. Giggy64 says, other than the Buck Bumble theme, my number one Grammy nom goes to the smooth sounds of Birdman from Pilot Wing 64. Just an all-around dope track.
I like the Pilot Wings music a lot. There is one song in there. It might be the one he's talking about, but there, it sounds a lot like Casey and the Sunshine Band, where it almost feels like they just ripped off one of their songs exactly. And whenever I hear it was during when I was going on a lot of road trips with my family, and my dad would play Casey and the Sunshine Band's like best of the entire time. So that was in my head. It was very easy to make that connection. Probably no one else did though. Probably.
We're getting more Nintendo 64 era songs in here than I would have guessed.
A lot of good music on the Nintendo 64. There honestly, and really, I'm surprised we haven't had one of the games has not been mentioned at all yet. But if it doesn't, I'll bring it up.
Okay, I think I'm also thinking of Nintendo 64 game song, but I feel like it might be a different one.
Probably.
We'll see. Screaming Madden says, my Nintendo song I nominate for Grammy is probably the final Bowser battle theme from Super Mario Galaxy. Honestly, any of Super Mario Galaxy's soundtrack is Grammy worthy, but the music for the final bout against King Koopa feels appropriately climactic for the game's finale, as a bout between two longtime rivals are heightened to literal cosmic proportions. That song is fantastic. I think it's still the standard for like the final Bowser music, and it's a dynamic music too. Like the song kind of changes if you're doing like that, like the part where you're kind of on the offensive. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, Super Mario Galaxy soundtrack could easily be nominated all around, and I don't know
Yep.
if anybody said Gusty Garden Galaxy, but that is also probably a very correct answer.
That
It's
is
like
correct.
it's like a boring answer. I get it, but probably a
But
correct one.
a deserved one.
All right. Pinball Junior says, mine is a Nintendo song in the weirdest way possible, but if it, excuse me, I'm sorry. Let me try that again. I was like trying to go back and read something from the last one while reading this. Like I was trying to read two things at once, and I thought I could do that for some reason. I
always
can't.
say,
Nobody
yeah,
can.
Yep, you can't. Try to tell
I'm
you this
not
every time, Mike.
I'm not a polyglot. I'm a monoglot. Pinball Jr. says, mine is a Nintendo song in the weirdest way possible, but it could have actually been a Grammy nom this year. It would be Post Malone's cover of Only Wanna Be With You by
My
Hootie
God.
and the Blowfish that was made for the Pokemon 20th anniversary. It samples the Critique City theme.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, from Pokemon Gold Silver. It's not a particularly great song, but he has gotten Grammy noms in the past. Also, it'd be really funny to see Post Malone, Darius Rucker, and Junichi Masuda sitting together and possibly accepting an award together.
Yeah, I remember when that happened. I was just like, yes, this song is doing this thing. This is weird. I don't get it. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like it was like a reference to Pikachu or something, like like Pikachu and Ash wanting to like always hang out together in the cartoon. I think that's what they were like. He was going for with this. Yeah, I don't know.
Napper says, my nomination is New Barktown from Pokemon Gold Silver. This track feels comforting and fills me with nostalgia every time I hear it. That's two Pokemon Gold and Silvers in a row, kind of. Lil Religion says, my favorite Nintendo track is the most nostalgic set of notes ever produced, the Ocarina of Time theme song. I despised the Ocarina of Time theme song for a long time because I was mad that they didn't just play the Zelda theme song over the main title.
Yep. Yeah,
I
could be that way a lot of times, but the Ocarina of Time theme song is very good.
Jayton says the Smash remix of Delfina Plaza is a banger.
Yes.
It absolutely is. TurboShot says a last minute honorable mention since nobody nominated any version of it yet. The Brawl version of Sticker Brush Symphony is also a beautiful song worthy of recognition. So Sticker Brush Symphony has been the Nintendo song I've been the most obsessed with the last year or so. Like I'm a bit of a Johnny come lately to it, but it is so good. And
have we had any David Wise or even any Grant Kirkhope up to this moment? Like I don't think there's been anybody mentioning any Rare music.
Well, somebody like just nominated all Donkey Kong Country soundtrack.
Okay, they did. Okay, they did say that.
So there's that, sure.
Okay, but, that's good.
Yeah, Sticker Bush Symphony. That's so good. There's a million good versions of it. There again, like the Video Games Live label released their own Donkey Kong Country album at one point, and there's a version of Sticker Bush Symphony on that. That's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a good song. Beef Hammer, also last minute, but thought someone should shout out Big Blue from F-Zero. Here we go. Here's Big Blue. Not just the original version, but also the Mario Kart 8 version. And of course, can't forget Carlos Ain's brilliant cover. Yes. It would be a shame if we didn't get the GamesBeat Decides intro song into the Grammys. Yeah, that's true. We should bring it up there. All right, Jeff.
That's really fantastic.
We did super chat answers here.
Yeah, I'm gonna get them here from Stream Elements. Let me start from the bottom so I don't miss these ones from earlier. From J Stud McLovin, Garrido Valley, OG, and many of the remixes too. So another one there for Garrido Valley. And here's Casuals that I was going to read earlier. Birobutu Kingdom from Mario Land is golden.
Yeah, man, I'll tell you what, Mario Land is such a it's a whatever game, but its soundtrack is still ridiculously good.
Yes, whenever I hear that music, I'm like, oh man, I forgot about this music because I didn't spend a lot of time with Super Mario Land. And it's always awesome to go back and hear that music. All right, let's scroll back up. Limstar just real quick says, you are both very hairy men, just how I like it. Thank you, Limstar.
Sure. Fat Jason Momoa.
Yeah, Fat Jason Momoa. That's right. The way people like it. From Christopher Minotti, Cass's theme from Breath of the Wild, obviously.
He does love. I get mad at him because when we play the Zelda levels in the new Smash Brothers, I always want it to be the trailer song, but he wants it to be Cass's theme, and I get upset.
I think you might be right there, though.
Yeah, I am right, especially for fighting music. Come on.
Yes. Uriel Delgado. Let's see. Fave Nintendo song is the Corneria remix in Smash.
Also very good.
Yep.
There's actually a version of Star Wolf's theme from the Smash games that is very good.
So the pause music from GoldenEye 007. I posted it on Twitter the other day. Really, all the music from GoldenEye is very good, but that pause music, it does go hard. It's really fantastic. But I mean, there's so much great Grant Kirkhope and David Wise music. But that's that one's definitely up there for me. What were you thinking of, Mike, from the Nintendo 64?
I was thinking of the DK rap. I was talking, nobody said the DK
Well,
rap.
so I mean, both Grant Kirkhope songs. So yeah, all right.
We just got a super chat in about this, Jeff, about the music.
The gotcha music. This one's from Victor Marinez. The gotcha music, gotcha Pokemon music video by Bump of Chicken is amazing, full of nostalgia and makes me tear up every time. There you go. Jason Mormo. Okay, that's good. I like that.
Jason Mormo. Jeff, you're not fat.
Listen,
I don't want to body shame you.
No, I've accepted this. I'm a big boy. I'm gonna be a big boy.
We're just a smidge chunk. We got a bit more. Yeah, we got a bit more Nintendog for the Nintendo love. Yeah.
More to love. More dog to love.
Just got a little extra woof with that bark in the bite.
I don't have any other super chats about this topic, Mike. You got anything else?
No. Well, you got some super chat questions, right?
Let's see. I think I might have got one. Yes, here we do. Uriel Delgado, do you think we'll see Persona of sorts announced for Xbox, Switch, and PC at the Game Awards? I feel like probably not Persona 5 Royal, because I feel like that's just going to continue to not happen. But I guess maybe another type of another Persona game of sorts could end up on other platforms.
Apparently, there's like an unlisted Steam game on Atlas's like Steam page or something.
Persona 5 Strikers is probably what that is.
I tell you what, it should be Persona 5 Royale.
It should.
And it should just come to Switch also, and Persona 4 should also come to Switch. But again, it's like I don't know why this didn't happen like 3 years ago, so I don't know anymore.
Some witch's curse. That's what it is.
Yeah. Did you read the super chat from? Am I imagining it?
From Limstar about how we're both very hairy men.
No, you read that one from Isaac Spencer.
Let's see here. I did. Great show as always. Heart emoji.
That's right.
Happy early birthday, Mike. We can read that one again, Mike. I get what you're trying to do here.
Maybe
yes, it is your birthday tomorrow. We get it.
That's true. I'm a special boy.
You guys got that Arby's in the background does look very cool, I have to say.
Yeah, doesn't that look nice? Huh?
It does look nice. It looks fantastic.
Really filling out it's really fitting my brand here. It's good.
Yeah, it's nice.
Jeff, I haven't played. I've just been playing more KOTOR, and again, I'm like pretty close to the end now. But I've been staying up late playing Final Fantasy 14. So when I go to bed, I actually been falling asleep and not just playing my Switch.
Well, I haven't had much time for other games. I did download Slay the Spire on Switch finally because it was on sale, but I haven't touched it. So I'm like, I want to beat Inscription first. I wish Inscription was on Switch, and when it comes to Switch, everyone should play it. But yeah, a little bit of Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 still kind of I am enjoying that. It's fine. It's mindless. It's cool to spend time with those characters. And then I downloaded NES to play a game, and I meant to ask you. You're like, oh, that game is on the NES thing on Switch, and I'm like, I can't remember what you suggested, and you're probably not going to remember because I didn't give you a very good way to remember what we were talking about. It was like
Journey to Silius. I probably can't. Yes. That can't possibly be right.
Okay, maybe is it not? All right, I don't know. It was
maybe
something
it was,
like
but
that.
I feel like we talked about Journey to Silius months ago. Maybe it is that, if that's what you're still thinking about.
Okay, it probably is. I'll look and see, like, because I'm like, okay, I did want to play it, whatever you were talking about. So
maybe that. Yeah, it probably is Journey to Silius then. Oh, by the way, Persona 5 Strikers is already on Steam. Actually, that's right. That game. Okay. That game launched multi-platform.
It launched
randomly.
it launched on Steam. Okay, cool.
And it probably did well on there. So how about that?
So I still feel like they'll find some other game to put on there instead of Persona 5 Royal, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Look at this. Jeff Keighley just said we're going to see the first trailer for the Halo series during the Game Awards. I still don't care about a Halo TV show. I'll be completely honest.
Yeah, no, I don't either. I know some fans do though, so I'm happy for them.
I'm not. I'll be honest. I don't care about their feelings about the Halo show.
I do think this is going to be like a trailer heavy one because we're probably going to get the Last of Us trailer, the Last of Us HBO show trailer, and I still think there's a chance we'll get the Super Mario Brothers movie trailer.
You think there'd be a backlash if there's too many non-game trailers? But I guess the ones are still game related. Yeah,
and it seems like there's going to be plenty of that stuff. Do you think we get a more Uncharted movie trailer? Like maybe that's why, and they bring out.
I bet we get something. Yeah,
okay.
Maybe they'll. Maybe we'll get a better trailer. Maybe not though.
Probably not a better trailer, but we'll probably get one. Yeah.
Jeff, for next.
Yeah, go ahead.
What's that?
Sorry.
Oh,
No, I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry, and I insist that you tell me what the hell you wanted to say, and it better be good now.
I was just gonna say, happy birthday, and that you're a very good boy. And
Continue.
Yeah. And then I hope you get all the presents you want, and I'll make sure that whatever my daughter's been working on over here, it's up to your standards.
Yeah,
and if it's
I'll
not,
send it back.
If it's not, I'll let her know. You don't worry about that. No, I was actually just gonna try to transition into saying, hey, anything else? If not, we can get out of here.
Next week's topic, somebody suggested this, and I can't remember who, so I feel bad about that. But what's the Nintendo world you would most like to live in?
Yeah, that's good.
So everyone think about that. What's a setting from a Nintendo game that you would most like to retire to, or live in, or be raised in, and any of that stuff? So that'll be a fun one, I think. All right, Jeff. But that's it. I think we're ready to start getting out of here.
I hit the button. I hit the button for cruising.
That's good. Yeah, that's how that's supposed to go.
Yep.
All right, Jeff. Where can people find you?
I'm on Twitter. I'm at Jeff Grubb. Hang out with me there. You can send me, whatever you want. I usually respond to most people on Twitter. It's fine. My DMs are open if you want to, share your innermost thoughts. You can also join our Discord, discord.gg/GameMess. Come hang out with us there as well. That is it's a bustling community. Like everyone, usually all the people you hear that contribute questions, they're all hanging out in there all the time. From there, you can join the Patreon, patreon.com/GameMess, where you can support the show. You can get into the secret channels inside the Discord. Do that as well. We really appreciate it. And everyone, I hope everyone has a really good Mike's birthday.
That's right. Yeah. So I know you're all celebrating around the world. So I hope you enjoyed that. You can find me on Twitter at Tokoto, TOLKOTO. 90City, 90City.com.
Bye.